Booksmart is directed by Olivia Wilde, and it is basically the female version of Superbad. At least that's what people called it when it came out. And this film got really, really great reviews when it came out at various festivals, and so when I saw those reviews, I was really interested to see it. And it tells the story of these two girls, they're best friends, and they've gone through their whole high school years playing it safe, going by the rules, studying well, getting into the colleges that they wanted, and by the end of high school, it's the day before their graduation, they realise that all the other students that they know who didn't do what they did, who went to parties, who messed around, who broke the rules, they also got into those good colleges. So the night before their graduation, they basically pack in everything that they've missed out on for the past 4 years. They go to parties, they go wild, they get into all sorts of trouble and adventures, and that's the film. The film takes place over this one night. And I really, really enjoyed this film. I didn't think it was this flawless comedy masterpiece, but it is really enjoyable, and I actually think that its drama works better than its comedy, because it's basically centered around these two girls, played by Caitlin Dever and Beanie Feldstein, and these two performances are fantastic. They really sell the friendship. They really make you believe that they're best friends, that they know everything about each other, that they've known each other their whole lives, and I really love the different ins and outs of this relationship, the different the tiny little things that they do that make this friendship unique. They'll switch to Chinese sometimes, and I just loved the little details that made their friendship different from other friendships. It's really their chemistry and interplay that makes this film work. It carries the film in its lesser moments, and it really shines throughout. Olivia Wilde's directorial choices just elevate this material. Everything she does, every choice she makes is basically flawless. Sequences that could be stale or things that we've seen before, they are just made better by the choices that she makes. There's this one fantastic argument scene between these two girls in the final act where the whole thing is shot in one take, and I love one takes when they're done well. Sometimes directors can do them to show off, but this really just captured this argument, and the acting is flawless. Obviously it has to be in one take, and it's with no cuts. You're really trapped in that moment with them, and that was one of the many fantastic sequences. The first act is definitely the weakest part of the film. The trailer actually gave away most of the jokes in the first act, so really once the film starts diving into the parts that you haven't seen in the trailer, that's when it starts getting better. As the night goes on and they get into more adventures and they end up at this one massive party in the final act, that's when the film really shines. In the third act, it's fantastic. I literally have no issues with the final act of this film. Everything that happens at that final party is just fantastic. The two girls, they both have different agendas for that party. They both want different things. That causes conflict between the two of them. There are some fantastic sequences. The musical score is also really, really good. There's one scene where one of the girls is in a swimming pool. If you've seen the film, you know what I'm talking about, and I loved the musical score. It really elevates the drama. The musical score is really sad sometimes, and it just adds to the theme that Superbad also has, the idea of two best friends getting to grips with the fact that they will have to grow apart or not see each other as much in college. They don't have to grow apart, but they have to come to terms with the fact that life isn't really going to be the same once they go to college. And I really love that theme, the theme of growing up, because it's really bittersweet. But every good coming-of-age story has a great theme, and Booksmart nails it. It really captures the idea of, anything can happen on this one night. We've all had those nights where things sort of get out of control. One event leads to an even crazier event, and things get wild, and you really don't know where it's going. And it really captures the in the moment immediacy of nights like that. So yeah, the first half really isn't that special. The jokes don't land as much. It sets up characters, but it doesn't really go anywhere until the adventure actually starts, which I basically have no problems with. I like the different side characters. There's one love scene, and it's so raw and emotional, and I loved it. And the interplay and chemistry between Beanie Feldstein and Caitlin Dever is fantastic. It has some great emotional moments, some great moments of drama, and it also is really funny for the most part in the second half when I hadn't seen the jokes in the trailer. I'm going to give Booksmart a B. First half wasn't anything special, but the second half was actually very, very enjoyable. So go and check out Booksmart if you're in the mood for a really good, solid coming-of-age tale with 2 great performances. And this film did slightly underperform at the box office, which disappointed me because we need new original films like this to do well. But if you can get it on demand, on Blu-ray, please check it out. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Booksmart. If you guys have seen it, let me know what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. And until the next time, goodbye.